Hello, 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 Small Talk. How you doing? Yeah, I'm pretty backed up too. Hey, the Congo. What's up, Faded Gamer? Welcome, welcome. I know it is still not CZN. Look, I've got, here, I'll show you. I got layout and everything ready to go. Me and Sue are going to do some tomorrow. Today, I didn't even think I was going to stream today. I had one of the busiest, most frustrating days I've had in a long time. So, yeah, fell a little bit behind. But tomorrow's a new day, and I will be refreshed and in better shape and not ready to punch a kitten. Let's see. This goes on Harsetti. I was just regearing and I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll hang out with my chat and do this. It's the bottom Harsetti. How you guys doing today? Having a good one. Hope your Saturday's been better than mine, less infuriating at least. 483. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully the stream, yeah, it was frustrating to say the least. 20 loss streak in RTA. Damn. That sucks, man. I'm sorry. It's going to get sweatier and sweatier as the week moves on. You're going to Korea next December? Really, Faded. That's pretty awesome. Let me see. 29 effectiveness. Boot. Can I get a Unity set on this girl? That would be interesting. Arsetti would be a cool one to get a Unity set on. Let me see. How about the armor? Do I have any good armor that's Unity set? On Ball and Sazan. Nothing else is good for her, though. There's no HP or anything. How about a helm? Ugh. Boot? Maybe a boot? Das Boot? I really don't have any good... Hello. 41 HP. Oh, wait a minute. I lose 20 effectiveness if I do it. Nah, I need the effectiveness on her. You got into champ and then they kicked you right back out again. Oh, brutal, man. Not this December. My esports team has a sponsor with Gen G as the esports president. They want... That's freaking awesome, man. I'm excited for you. I have never been to Korea. When you go there, you've got to pick up some Spectre Tenebria perfume for me. You know that exists, right? Dude, pick up like 5 bottles for me and I'll buy 2 of them for you straight up. Just, you know what, though, may be a problem, right? It may be like one of those things like you can't carry that much liquid in a carry-on and they aren't going to let you ship it. I don't know. If you can get me some of that stuff, I will fund something fun for you over there. I'd love to do a tournament where a giveaway is that perfume. Hell, you could probably sell a bottle of Tenebase Simp for $1,000. I don't know. We'll have to ask Faded when he gets there. Don't forget, Tristen, I'm also going to compete in the World Cup, so it will technically be my second time when I go to the finals for Epic 7. Hell yeah, brother. Get it. That is it. Okay, so the Harseti triplets are done. Oh, what do we do with Zahawk? How are we building this a-hole now? He no longer needs this artifact, so what artifact are we going to run on him? Ham Sloth would buy for 10k, you know it. How fast do you think we need Zahawk to be? Pure damage portrait. I'm debating if I run him like, you know, 230, 240 speed giga damage, or if I run him like, you know, kind of like, I don't know, something like Last Piece Corinne kind of speed and damage, right? I don't know yet. Oh, look, half my chair is gone. I have a question about Light Lidica. I have an idea for her buff. She could use a buff. That's for sure. So let's do 240 speed. Let's do 50 crit chance. We'll do 3,500. 300. What's that give me? 10,500 MCD. Speed, crit's fine. This is fine. Just look at the top 20%. Penetration set. Okay. Oh, shit. It's finding a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's go 4K 300. Crit damage. All across the board. So let's narrow this down to just this. Make her Soulburn, ignore ER on S3 instead of removing all buffs. S2, set back all enemies. Isn't that just Fire Lidica? Fire Lidica reduces buff duration, so it doesn't work versus things like Aram. Okay. No, I'm not shitting on your idea. I'm just trying to wrap my brain around how it would work in a modern meta. Because the biggest problem with Lidica right now is the evasion meta. And you know, between Setsuka and Scaly, she's got like no place at all anymore. They really kind of shit the bed when they made all of these units go hard into evasion. I actually saw somebody complaining about how they are hard nerfing the evasion meta. This is pretty good. Why is it still stealing from Teu? I moved him out of the way. Oh my god, I didn't move him out of the way. Okay, Zahawk, you get up there. Take you down here. Okay. Now find some answers. People are always completely true, Toph, true. Yeah, here's my Laika. Tell me what you guys got, any advice for this Laika? I'm not married to anything yet, but if you guys you guys would build her any different or have any advice, let me know. I'll think of... Wait, does Lidica not have an EE? No, I think Torrent is best in slot. I just don't have the gear to get this speed and enough damage on her. I can't build the same amount of... I can't... Like I ran the same MCD factoring in Torrent's extra damage, and I just can't hit the same numbers. It's just... I've got too many other units on Torrent. Keeping the speed the same, her damage winds up being lower on Torrent, as weird as that sounds. I need to spend more time in Katie's. Now, when you burn, she ignores ER, and I'm carrying a book with her so that I can not put effectiveness on her. I got to rely on the burn and just work around the existence of Bellion. If I try to put effectiveness on her, I'm going to have to sacrifice either the speed or the damage, and I don't want to sacrifice either. But if you don't have souls, she sure as shit needs the effectiveness. Oh. Yeah, crit set is never best in slot. Crit set is only best in slot when you've run out of the other sets. This really doesn't take from anybody. $41 by $323. What do you guys think? How fast? Ooh, I can do 262 4K 300, guys. Oh, shit. This is... I can do it, and I can do 4K 300, 260, and I don't take from anybody who matters. I haven't regeared my Angara yet. Let's put this on him and see how it looks. Where are you? There. And this is attack. Not on anybody. 30, 23, that's that one, and then a couple of 10 pieces. Hey Tristan, left E7 3 years ago, came back for free runs. Sad I missed the stand up for free stuff, but now I have like 10 units I want to build. What's the best way to 6-star heroes nowadays? Farm, adventure, and normally I would say farming Eulogy for a Saint because you will get more resources faster that way. But if you're 6-starring that many heroes, you're probably going to run out of catalysts and you're going to want AP. So I would farm adventure and use the stigma to buy penguins to level up the units, buy spirit blooms to upgrade the units, and the AP points to buy the catalysts to max them out. It really is just farming adventure at this point. Been working on Saria build. Seems she can build a couple of different ways. Really, Joseph, how you building her? I got gear allocated for her, but I should build her next. Let's get Zahawk done, and then I'll go level up my Saria. Where is this one? It's 22 attack. 22 attack. 25 attack. 23 attack. 22. Is that it? 22, 10, 85. There it is. This is Sigrid's. I'll have to replace Sigrid's gear. I still use her on Wyvern. Okay, so I got this as option 1. And then option 2, I don't want to take her gear. We could do this. I'm already answering my own question. I don't think 30 more crit damage is worth losing 20 speed. What do you think? Losing 20 speed for 30 more crit damage. 332 crit damage, but we dropped to 240 speed. What do you guys think? I think I'm gonna keep the 260. Yep. I think this'll kill just fine. Better artifact for you. What artifacts do we have? It's pure white racism, but really doesn't do anything. Oh. Hang on a minute. 75% chance to give me a destruction buff for 2 turns? Plus 50 to crit damage? That's freaking tempting, guys. You have to use symbol on him now? No, after the buffs he won't need symbol anymore. Unless he gets sealed. Okay, what other options do we have? No. Don't need this. Oh, no. I like that on Teu. It's kind of ass. I mean, 20% damage dealt, though. I really think it might just be 20% damage dealt. Let's see. Which is better? 3962. 301. We'll have an attack buff. We're going to hit something that's got, say, 1200 defense. Save. And then option number 2 is effectively no artifact. But if it procs, we go to 350 crit damage. Pair. Yeah, Portrait still hits way heckin' harder than Pure White Trust with the crit damage boost, man. 20% damage is too insane. His EE is what? Attack? The baseline on EE was attack, right? That'll safely get him well over the 4. Oh no, it's right here. Duh. I'm a dumbass. What am I regearing for? Because I need to. My accounts started to fall into shambles, and we're coming up on the end of season. I need to make sure stuff's done, and I figured I'd go ahead and regear a couple of units to get ready for the balanced patch as well. Gonna bug me that I'm 38 shy on attack. Where can I can get 1% more there? That's not quite enough. Not much here. Can't do anything with that. Nothing there. Can't do anything about that. And wow, I really am kind of capped out on attack. Oh, we just need an imprint. Do I have any Zahawks in storage? Surely I've got a Zahawk somewhere, right? Hey, easy game. Yeah, I'll update all the Discord builds when I get all this done. There, my OCD is satisfied. 4K 300 at 260 speed. That is a fine Zahawk. Okay, let's go work on herself, the elf. Okay. Level your ass up. Need headhunt so bad. Hang in there, buddy. I'm sure it'll happen sooner or later. There's no way they don't do it, right? Right? Surely. I really hoping a straight up HP/FRES counter pen build would work. Holy crap, that's a mouthful. You're gonna try to make that unit do a little bit of everything, huh? I don't know. I talked to I'm Sue about it. I told him my doubts, my skepticism with APOC Ravi, and he disagreed with me. He said that he really thinks I'm underestimating what that buff's gonna do about her. What that buff's going to do for her. He thinks she's gonna be great. I think we're all coping about the headhunt. It doesn't make sense that they wouldn't do it, Icons. It's been incredibly successful for them. Now, I'm not sure why they would not do an incredibly successful event a second time. Oops. Okay, so here she is. I don't know if she'll get to keep this gear. It's not the best gear, but it's not the worst either. Who am I picking from the headhunt? Let's look at all the heroes I do not have. Where is it? Show this? Show unacquired. Okay, that's who I'm picking. I'm picking the one hero I do not have. Hopefully she'll be in the headhunt. Who's the best extra turn unit to pair with her? Probably Conch Lilius. Magic. What else? Oh yeah, you guys are gonna love this. You like my rat? My Zoom rat? Why isn't my second rat triple S? Let's roll for more rats. That's a good point. It's kind of crazy to not have both these rats be triple S imprint. Oh, I gotta build Ran. That's a good one, Kylon. We gotta build him next. Okay. Imprints for the rat. Okay, let's check my waiting room. Do I have any urban shadows chilling out in here? Nope. How about frosty rats? There's 1, 2. So we got at least 2 imprints. And let's see. Maybe over in the summon box. 3, 4, 5. How many do I need? There's 3 more chilling out here for when a new rat comes out. Told you guys, it's an infestation up in here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Triple S rats. You're memeing, you actually do have enough. Let me show you something terrifying. Journal, hero journal, urban shadow shoe. Not urban shadow, just regular shoe. Yeah, just regular shoe. You ready for this? 17. 17 rats. What happened to the level 1 ML Celine? I don't have a level 1 Spirit Eye Celine, I don't think. Or do I? Maybe I do. I'll have to look in the box and see. Now you have enough for Light Shoe. Yeah, for real. When Light Shoe eventually shows up, we'll be ready. Or for Fire Shoe or Earth Shoe. Surely they'll give us more rats. Okay, you will get a proof. And I even have a spare E4. Should get another one though. This one's only 8. And Let's see. Move over. Okay. Here. $34. 33. 31. Uh-oh. 31. And a couple of crit pieces. 18. And this one is all about 85, 85, 85, 85. Something's wrong. What's wrong? Two speed, 9 speed, 9 speed. Gotta be the neck. 5. No, it's not the neck. What the fuck's going on? Oh my god, it doesn't have the exclusive equipment built into it. Funny. Hey Tristan, can you suggest a Saria-based Hall of Trials team? It's the same as my other Hall of Trials team. You're just going to replace Bologna with Saria, I think. I don't know. I'll go look at her. Didn't pull 17 Rats, but pulled 13 Rowanas. We all have got like one favorite, right? Any idea on what the new limited unit might do? Nah, Celestial. No idea. If you have Light Lidica geared, can we see it? I think she's missing gear. Oh, nope, she's geared. There she is. I mean, she's practically gear holding. I don't really use this unit like ever. But there she is. Why building 2 shoes? I want to have a... rat that's got some ER on her. And a Zoom rat. No ER, but she's going to go very, very fast. And I'm going to rely on Sweet Miracle to keep me alive. This one's going to be more bruisery for slow fights where I'm worried about being debuffed a little bit more. So, you know, if there's like some provoke knights out there that might try to, you know, keep me from doing her S3, this one will be better. But if I'm playing a hyper aggressive team, this one will do me better. So just, I mean, why not? Why not, right? I got the units to do it, so why not? It's good to have options. When are we getting Breenus? They'll announce EOS, and as an EOS giveaway, they'll do a banner for Breenus and Queen Diane. Is limited Sigrid guaranteed to be fire or earth? Yes. I mean, she has to be, right? She can't be water. We've already got a water Sigrid. Best place for farming charmed, still unrecorded history? No, it is Eulogy for a Saint, followed by Chapter 5. Unrecorded history is kind of garbage now. It's just a story mode. Not worth farming anymore. How do we know, though? Because limited units are always RGB. There's never been a limited ML5. I mean, other than Einzul Gone. And we already have a water Sigrid. The closest they've ever come to releasing a limited version that's the same element as the main version is Senya versus Young Senya. And I think they were backed into a corner on that one. And that's why you can't cross imprint her. They went ahead and said, no, she's got to be a whole ass different unit. Is there a possibility she could be a skin? No. The art contest units were guaranteed to be units. So Biblis and Sigurd are guaranteed to be units, not skins. With this new balance patch, do you feel they've done enough to stop the current evasion meta? This was my thumbnail. What do you guys think? Laia rerun when they do a custom group summon. She'll probably never have a dedicated banner again. It's very unlikely they'll give her a dedicated banner. Once they've had a second dedicated banner, they just use custom group summons for it. And that custom group summon, I suspect, will show up within the next 3 to 4 weeks. Celeste. Don't sleep on Celeste, guys. She's insane. I don't know how accurate it is. That thumbnail's 10 out of 10. Yeah, it's a clickbaity thumbnail. We don't really know until it actually happens. Sparks! Aw. Fake me out. Fake me out. Or don't. Man, I got another hunchback. Oh, I did it, guys. I rolled gear like crazy. I used every single box I had. I even used a couple of reset stones, but I made it happen. I got my, I got my boss Arrunka to 20k health, 4k 20. Isn't she beautiful? My FU free run boss Arrunka. And I was able to pull off a 30 by 31 on my tank boss Arrunka. I couldn't get ER on her, so I substituted by using Noble Oath, which theoretically could get her, you know, close to like 130, 140 ER. I wanted to go proof on her, but I really didn't like having no ER on her, so I'm using this to kind of supplement the ER a little bit and ramp her defense through the roof. If I hate it, I'll switch her back to proof. Is there a defense cap? No. Attack, defense, HP, none of those have caps. I mean, outside of, like, I guess you could mathematically figure out with 52 on every piece of gear and run it up, but not really. Man, with the defense buff, holy shit. What are the other things that I built that are new? I had to pull a little bit off of my free run to get my... Who is it that I built up recently that was crazy? Gotta redo Zio. I gotta redo Zio's. My slow Zio is suddenly not slow enough. Oh yeah, Architect Laika. That's who stole a little bit of Zio's gear. I was able to get my Ludwig back up and running. He was kind of in the shitter. Yeah, it's a damage decrease. It's part of the damage equation. So the more defense you have, the less damage you take, right? Like a unit that's got 1,000 defense would take 1,000 points of damage. If you had 500 defense, you'd take 2,000 points of damage. It's a direct percentage reduction to the amount of damage you take. That's why penetration or defense pen is so insane, and why defense pen is a logarithmic scale where 50% defense pen is good, but 30% defense pen versus 70% defense pen, the difference in damage between from 30 to 50 and from 50 to 70, it's a much bigger jump 50 to 70 than from 30 to 50. Math. Epic 7 is just a trick by Korea to sell us math. Oh, I haven't finished. I've got to re-gear my Wulf. Manage, recommended, speed. There you go. We'll do better. We'll do better by the pupper later. I'll get him up to like 280-ish. Laika's good now. No, Laika's terrible now, but in about 2 weeks, she's getting a buff that's going to let her like screw over Lady of the Scales. Now, if Lady of the if her buff is so good that Lady of the Scales stops being picked, then nobody's going to pick Laika anymore, right? It's kind of the whole what, Rowan's good in PvP? Like, yeah, if they picked Seaside Bologna, Rowan's insane, but everybody stopped picking Seaside Bologna, so it was like mutually assured destruction. Ran is a good one to work on next. Let's get our boy going. Should we do a fast ran and a damage ran, or should we just do a singular DPS ran? I think maybe just a singular DPS ran. Let's see. I preserved my op sig. Oh, you guys want to see something crazy? Check out this Immortal Wukong. Where are you, Wukong? What do you think? He is very specifically the second highest HP unit on my account. If I sort by HP. Right there he is. Specifically tuned to have slightly more HP than Dragon Bride Senya. Only Yulha out HPs him. Hey, Beardy. Hey, it's the 9th where you live, right? It's the future. Go look up the lottery tickets for me. I'll split it with you. Look up the lottery ticket numbers.
CZN live stream, and if so, thoughts?
I did not. I had an absolutely brutal day. This is the first chance I've gotten to sit down from my computer and do anything. So I decided I just sit down and re-gear and get ready for tomorrow. And then I thought, fuck it, I can just do this boring shit live, and you guys can be bored with me. Yeah, mine was 31K, but then I looked, I was like, okay, I might draft him with these 2 units. This lets me draft him with those 2 units. Chat GBT is saying Zio is 357 after the patch without orange. Here, this is not rocket surgery. I'll show you guys. You decide how fast you want to be able to beat. So who do you always want to go in front of? What's the fastest unit that you think you might face? Give me a number. What's the fastest unit you think you might face? What the fuck is going on with me? Stuck in the wheels. 370 bullshit. 330. I don't know how many you playing in the E7 World Cup out there, Esprit? 320. Let's split the difference. Let's say 325 speed is the number to beat, right? You want to make sure your Zeal always beats 325. So there is a 5% speed RNG. So let's take that 325 times 1.05. That means theoretically the enemy's 325 speeder could be 341 and a quarter speed, right? Yeah, I know they're out there, but are you really fighting them? I mean, if you're fighting them, if you're seeing them, you're probably in Legend or in the World Cup or have just stumbled across somebody who's climbing. But fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. 330 speed times 1.05. Theoretically, that Rannoch could be 346 and a half speed. Now, Zio gets a 30% boost. So we divide this by 1.3. 266 and a half speed will always go before. So 267. If you're 267, it is impossible for a 330 Rannoch to go before you. Now, if you just want to do a 325 speed Rannoch times 1.05, 325 Rannoch is 341 and a quarter divided by Zio's 1.3 speed boost. Your Zio needs to be 262 and a half. So if you make it 263, it's impossible for a 325 speed Rannoch to cut you. You can just do 262 times 1.3 and see he's the equivalent of 340 speed divided by 1.05. So he's the equivalent of a 325 speed Rannoch. You can take it both ways. You can see what your Zahawk is or your Zio is, run the numbers up to see what he can beat, or you can take the target and run it down. Why did chat tell me he was 357? A 357 speed Zio divided 1.3, 274 speed Zio would be the functional equivalent of a 357 speed unit. And of course, imprints fucker all of that up, right? I mean, imprints change things, but if you're just trying to figure out what you want to beat. So I'm only really worried about beating 320 speed Rannochs times 1.05, 336 divided by 1.3, 258. So I'm probably going to go for 260. If I go for a 260 Zio times 1.3, my Zio is functionally as fast as a 338 Rannoch divided by 1.05. Speed RNG, a 321 speed Rannoch is not going to be able to beat me. A 322 speed Rannoch has a teeny tiny chance of speed RNGing a 260 Zio. Now remember, there's a whole scale on speed RNG. It is the tiniest fraction of a percent that a 322 speed Rannoch. There's a 0.1 difference on the speed. Maybe 1 in 500 games that 322 speed Rannoch's gonna beat me. But a 321 speed Rannoch's incapable of beating me. Now, for those of you who are just trying to get into champs or playing reasonably, I think a 245 speed Zio is going to be plenty. If you have a 245 speed Zio times 1.3, you've effectively got a 318 speed Zio. So if somebody out there has a 320 speed Rannoch, you're right on that line. Their 320 versus your 318. Speed RNG could go either way. A little more often than not, they're going to beat you, but there's not a lot of 320 Rannochs out there when you're just in champs. So you can get away with 245. 250 should be fine for everything up to the edge of Emperor. 255 should take you into Emperor, and 260 I think takes you to Legend. I think you only go to 265, 267 if you've got a seat in the World Cup and you want to make damn sure you're fighting against like the top cream of the crop. And it's really easy to say, oh, well, you know what? There's plenty of 330 speed Rannochs out there. There really aren't. Here, check it. We can even look this up. We can go to the hero library. We can look up Rannoch and we can search for them and can sort by speed. And look at that. Right now, there are only 3 people with a 330 speed Rannoch or faster. 3 people who are using Fribbels. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. 39 people. 39 people on the server with 325 speed Renox out of tens of thousands of players. So yeah, you can say they exist, but you can't say they're common. And how often are you going to run into these guys? Now, there are people out there who don't upload their stuff to Fribbels because they don't want it to be seen on here. So these numbers might not be super accurate, especially towards the end of season. People manually regear to hide this shit, you know, or they regear with Fribbels and then they change the gear on Fribbels so that the upload here is poisoned and it doesn't show their top speeds. But really, you're talking about 30 people when Legend only consists of 100. So you're talking about the top third of Legend having this kind of gear on their Renox. It does exist, but I don't think you got to worry about gearing your Zio around it just because you happen to watch Higa and you saw how fast his Renoc is. You happen to watch Xander and you saw what monstrosity he built. Just because something exists doesn't mean you got to worry about it, right? Like you can visit Australia and not die to a spider bite. Are there spiders there that'll kill you? Hell yeah. But you can still visit there and not die to a spider bite. It's like you can probably avoid these things by not going to the places where they live, like top 10 RTA. But if you are a top RTA player, if you are Elf Mage, you are probably building a 260 speed Zio because you commonly are going to run into that shit. Me? I'm probably going to build a 255, 260 speed Zio and call it a day. I think the average player, 245 to 250 speed on the Zio, is going to solve 99% of your situations. Black Mambas in South Africa too? There's a dirty joke in there somewhere, but I'm not going to say it. Oh, so yeah. That's how you do it, guys. You literally just take the speed you're trying to get, add speed RNG in, then divide through by Zio's bonus. Take the speed you're trying to hit, multiply it by 1.05, take that number, divide it by 1.3, and that's your target for Zio. Easy peasy. The big, you know what's annoying is I can't really change Zio yet. I can't change him yet. I can dump all of this effectiveness, go full on damage build, probably something, oops. Probably wind up going something like come on, game. Give me my numbers. Something like this would be fine, right? I mean, I'll Fribbels it to make it better, but 244 speed. So 244 times 1.3, he's functionally the same as a 318 or 317 speed unit. Now, I'll probably take him a little faster because I do commonly see 320 speed Renox, so I'm going to probably add 4 or 5 speed to him. Yeah, I don't think it's enough, but you can kind of see the direction we're going, right? 1,500 more attack, 123 more crit damage. I'm just going to take some of this wasted crit chance and convert it to speed inside of Fribbels. But yeah, can I use Fribbels on mobile? Unfortunately, no, it is a PC, PC or Mac software. They don't have a mobile client. Do they? I don't think they do. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they do now. I don't know if they do anymore, or if they do now. Hang on. Let me check. Oh, that's the Starway Fribbels built this for Star Rail too, by the way. Running the automatic importer from a phone on a Windows 10 machine, enable mobile hotspot. No, it's still, you can use your phone. Like if you only play the game on a phone, you don't have to install an emulator or a PC client, right? You can just install Fribbels on your PC and then use your phone to pull the data off of your phone account and send that to your PC, to the Fribbels on your PC to run the stuff, and then you can gear it. You don't have to download the PC client. You don't have to download an emulator. You can play on your phone, but the Fribbels software itself is a PC software or a Mac software. There's to my knowledge not a phone version of this. But you can like literally go and install this. If you don't have a PC, you can go and install this son of a bitch on a computer at your library or internet cafe or school or whatever, import the shit from your phone onto it, do all your stuff. And then once you're done with it, right, you go over here to the settings section, you click save, you save the JSON file, and then you go into your desktop documents, Fribbels saves, you find your JSON file right here that you just saved. You pull open a message to yourself on Discord. You drag the JSON file up here and you save it on Discord. And right there it is. Then you can uninstall from whatever buddies, friends, work, school computer you were using. And if you ever want to do it again, you download the JSON file, you load it, and you get right back to work. I know it's a shitty little workaround, but for people that don't have computers or don't have a computer that's strong enough to run Fribbels and you just want to like run it on your giga strong work computer or something like that, you can do that. Yeah, that's a really good point, right? Is part of how Fribbels works is it uses your GPU and your CPU together. You do a big ass search, you hear every fan in the computer turn on. I think if you did install it on your phone, on your 4 to 8 gig of RAM phone without a graphics card, the searches would take so slow. It would take forever to find results. I think it might just be a hardware limitation of what this can do compared to what a full ass machine can do. I am on the fence about how to build Laika. Right now, I've got her built like this. So 35 attack, 300 crit damage, 275 speed, I think is kind of a stat line for her. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm going to need to speed her up, if I'm going to need to do like 3K 300 and try to get her up to 300 speed, or if I can afford to drop her speed down to like 260, 270 and make her 4K 300. Really got to test her out and see what she does. Her speed is pretty high. The average speed score isn't that high, but the average gear score of this build is very high. This is not a friendly build. This is a very high-end build. I think she's like 420 gear score. Where are you, Laika? Ooh, 450, 449 gear score. Holy crap. Who do I plan to run with her? I will probably try to run her with a Ahmed Strays cleave, where I can use her to surgically take somebody out, and then Strays can cleave the rest. I don't know. I will have to think about her friends. Right now, I'm just glad that we've got somebody who is an answer to the this whole evasion and damage sharing meta. Song policy is going to be a thing for sure. I was thinking about that. What rangers can wear Song of Stars? Not Biblis. Curious. No. The irony, huh? The irony of Song. The problem is her S1 is AoE and Song of Stars only works on single target attacks, so it would be bad on her. But every time somebody drags her, right? Every time you S1 somebody that drags her, they will put targets so that the next time you hit them. I don't think that's it. I do think there's potential for it on CPP. Ooh, it's so hard to give up Sashay though. I don't think I'll give up Sashay for it. Although she does have a dual attack. Dual attack on Song would dual attack Song would be pretty good. Is there a PC client for Epic 7? Yes, sir. Should be in the... If you look at the description of the stream you're watching, there should be a link to it, but you can also just Google PC client E7, and the very first thing is the PC client installation page. Just go here, and it will... You'll have a download link in the corner. Mine's already installed, so it just says start game, but I think yours will say download in the corner. No. Unlikely, no. Uh-oh. Command model Laika, maybe. For the people who still run her. It would be good on all the rangers that I really, really want to run Sasha Ethanes on, though. You're going to S3 first with him. You'll be able to S3 right out of the gate with him, and his S3 is AoE, so not a good option. Huh. There's really not a lot of options beyond CPP, right? Yeah, I thought about Flan, right? The problem is, the problem is it's going to be like setting up down the road. You'll S1 somebody, miss, pull her, miss, apply target, and then the next time around you can kill them, and you hope you're alive through all of that. It doesn't feel as good. Whereas her, she S1s, applies it, pulls somebody, they're dead. Definitely Eligos, double target. Fenris. If you can cook up a way to make Fenris work in PvP, then go for it. I think your best bets really are Wanderer Silk and Sea Phantom Politis. I think those are the only two users, and on Silk you're having to give up Sashay, which is a big thing to give up for aggro players. Doesn't Song of Stars have to not miss for the target to be applied? Song of Stars is an artifact, and artifacts will apply whether or not you hit. Artifacts do skills. Any skill effect requires that you hit for a skill effect to go off, but artifacts do not require a hit to go off. So, yeah, Song of Stars will apply on a miss. Just like the pop damage from Uber's Tooth will happen on a miss. Wanda S2 can put 100% target by doing nothing, but still, yeah. Isn't Saria's artifact really nice on Poly? I've heard a couple of people say that they feel like Saria's artifact is going to be a game changer on Sea Phantom Politis. I'm not sold on it just because I think she's the one PvP user who gets a lot of benefit out of Song of Stars if you're going for anti-evasion. But if you're not wanting that trick, then yeah, I'm not entirely sure Saria's artifact is going to be enough to bring her back into the game with Sea Lilius being so good. I'm on the fence about buying Saria's artifact. I'm not sure. It's sitting in the powder shop, and it's going to sit there until we get right up into the last day before I pull the trigger on it. What do I think would be a good EE on Apoc Ravi? I mean, it's got to have crit rate, first of all, to unnerf her crit rate. And, maybe if they put language in one of them to change her passive skill back to proccing on hit instead of after hit, that would be nice. I don't know. The biggest issue with Apoc Ravi is she was a damage base S3, and they changed her to a penetration base S3, which hits harder in most cases. But how often do you see Blood Moon Haste anymore? Remember how Blood Moon Haste was everywhere, and now you don't see him anymore? It's very freaking rare. Somebody whips out a Blood Moon Haste. This is like one of the most important units in the game for like a while there, right? But nobody picks him anymore. Why does nobody pick him anymore? Because his S3 skill is penetration based. And if you have anti-pen, he doesn't kill and things don't come back to life. Apoc Ravi was somewhat immune to that because she wasn't penetration based, but now she is. So I don't know. We'll have to see. All they did was give her the same problem that Haste has, and I'm not sure she's going to be usable because of it. But we'll see. I mean, I'm not banging the artifact. Yeah, limited arties are coming out the nose, guys. And that artifact, while it looks really good, I think it's one that if you got, be thrilled that you got it. And if it's one that you didn't get, don't chase it. And if you're thinking about, well, I'll just grab it with powder, that's fine. I've got enough powder to get it, right? I could pick one up right now. I got enough powder to get two. But what if they do a custom group summon and I want the powder to buy 3 specific limited artifacts that I want to have multiple dupes of? Because believe you me, that's what I'll do with a custom group summon, is powder 3 limited artifacts. So I don't know, man. Just be careful. Her banner is going to be up until I think the 26th, was it? Yeah, her banner's up until the 26th. You've got plenty of time. You should be like worried about what you're going to buy your friends for like Christmas or whatever December holiday you celebrate before you start worrying about whether or not you're going to be picking up this arty. You can pick up a little bit from farming. Doing World Boss occasionally drops some powder. I think World Boss is actually one of the better sources of powder, so make sure every day you're coming in here and doing your World Boss. Let's see if we can get lucky. It's over here, isn't it? Yes. Sorry, is Fenris done right? Okay, what do we get? No powder. Rip. Let's do one more. I'm poor. I'm going to get FOMO'd my tits out and go crazy with it. Oh my God. Be careful, Beardy. These games are insidious. Show me some powder. No powder. Oh well. Sometimes you get some powder in there. 10 powder. So there's that. Other than that, yeah. Do your summons. I usually when I do my summons, and something you can do too, right? You say you've got what? Say you've got like 50 spots here open for, 50 open slots, and you want to be able to do some summons. Shit, let's just do some here. Hang on. So let's get rid of a bunch of these guys. Nobody there I want to keep, right? Yeah. Okay, so say I'm getting ready to summon on a banner, and I'm at 388 out of 400. One of the tricks you can do is when you go to a summon is first go down to your friendship summons and cute and fill up your inventory. Okay, my inventory is now full with random trash mobs, and now I can go to the summon, and I can go to the banner I'm going to summon on, and I can do a summon on it, and whoever I get from this summon, this ancient sheath, wow, what's the odds? Show me a unit. There we go. So this Lilka, right? This Lilka is not in my inventory. You look, I'm still at 400. There was no room for her, so it immediately shoved her in my summon box. And it's nice because they're just stuck over here. That Lilka's down here somewhere, probably with like 500 others of her. But they don't take up space in your inventory. They don't take up space in your waiting room. And the same with the artifacts. All those artifacts I was summoning, they flooded into here as well. And this is my emergency slush fund, right? This is there's a Himmel ring hanging out over here. I didn't even know I had one of those. Well, shit. What am I going to do with that? Anyway, so let's say a custom group summon drops. I need to get like 240 powder ASAP. I click this little check mark and I go selling. Here's 20 powder right here I could sell. I sell these MLDBs. And we'll sell these and the sachets, sell these, confirm. And I can sell these 20 artifacts. I'll get a metric fuck ton of powder. I don't want to sell them yet because I don't want to, I don't need the powder yet. Oh wait, I was taking them out of the storage. Hang on, here we go. Yeah, so this. Nah, not these. This. There we go. It's 118 powder I could sell right now. 118 powder. Do that a couple of times. I got like 500 fucking powder in this box. If I really needed to unload and buy something. So I like using my storage to stash away powder. A couple of books over here. I need to get those out. Oh! My, oh shit. I might need to re-gear my monkey man. I didn't realize I had one of these in here. Ooh, and a couple of these. Oh, and one of these. Damn, there's all kinds of good stuff in here I didn't notice. This is trash. This, I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. I'm upset about this because I put a bottle in my other one to get it to plus 24, and there's one here this entire time. That's probably dust. That's probably dust. That's definitely dust. Okay. Shit. I was so proud of my monkey man, and now things are different because this artifact comes with crit chance. Full DPS Zio will be really strong. I'm going to build my second Zio nice and slow with lots of damage. It was only a 1% difference. But still, that means he's really could go as low as 80% crit chance. Can we make the monkey boy any better? If I run him at 80% crit chance, 33, 300. And this is now plus 18. Shit, it found a second one, guys. We'll let that cook for a minute. Meanwhile, let's mess with this Zio. Ooh. That's too slow. It's too slow. That's still too slow. That's way too fast. Let's force attack boots on him. Force attack boots. Damn it, game. Not making this easy. I need him to be 160 speed. I think, right? What's 160? 160 times 1.3. 208 times 1.3. 271. And that way he will not cut my strays. Who's 255 times 1.3 times 155 times 1.3 times 1.3 261. Shit, he might still cut my strays. What's the point of a slow Zio? Won't he just die before he gets a turn? The point of a slow Zio is I cleave and I pick Zio, and then I pick Ahmed or Alots, and then they use like Sage Ball or somebody who cuts speed in half and they think they're clever, or they try to Zio trap me by picking units that if Zio hits it, I die horribly because I pick Zio. But then, surprise, my Zio didn't go first. My other initiators went first. My Zio was a trap. And he is going to be a bruiser DPS. Oh, a lifesteal Zio. What if we do a lifesteal? Nobody freaking uses lifesteal set. What if we go full on nuclear lifesteal bruiser Zio? What do you guys think? Ooh. Ooh. What do you guys think of this? Can I force a pen set on him? Ooh. He doesn't have enough crit, though. We need more crit. We're on the right track, though. More crit. Ah, no ER. Fuck ER. Come on. Hello? It's not a lot of bulk, guys. It might be enough, though. And the speed is dead solid perfect for what I'm trying to do with him. Post-buff. Again, I can't do any of this until after the buff happens because I use both of these Zios in current RTA. But, I think something like this after the patch or after the season's over. Zios, I can't touch my Zios until after season is over if I want to do any kind of RTA because I do use him. Okay, it's like worse in every single metric except he's a little bit faster. There's no reason to make this change. He's less bulky, same defense. You guys see this, right? I see no reason to make this change. Plus, he would be 99.2% crit chance. Wait, I only got 2 Zios? I don't know. Do I have another Zio? Wait, that thing you pulled up on the screen is a website or it's a program. Go to Google and search Tristen Wulf Fribbels. Fribbles. And it's an older video with my shitty camera and without my green screen. It's from a year ago, but it's all still current. It's a basic overview. I talk about a master's class on Fribbels and how to really sit up and make it spin, and then I totally never made that video. But here you go. There's a link for it, guys. This will walk you through everything about Fribbels, from like where to get it, how to download it, how to install it, how to import, all that kind of good stuff. I think I say in here that you can't import from your phone, but you sure as shit can. It's even right here with instructions on how to run the importer from your phone. But the program itself has to be on a PC or a Mac. I strongly recommend a PC with a good graphics card. But, you know, and I take you through how all the basics of it, how to set up the units, how to use the in-game thing to help you figure out your heat map and stuff. And it's one of those things, it's kind of like Excel, right? It's really easy to use, but there are college courses on how to master it. And it's kind of addictive. There are days when I spend more time in Fribbels than I spend actually playing. Like today, I've spent more time in Fribbels than actually playing the game. I don't see anything from Wukong that's better than what we already have, so we'll just be overcapped on crit. Let's see. Ran. It's time to fuck with Ran, huh? Let's see, where's Ran? Here. Mr. Ran, where are you? There you are. Move you up a titch. Okay. How are we gonna build Ran? Attack or flat attack ring, speed. Is my Ran triple S? Hang on. Do you consider yourself an alternative? The hat, the hair, the color gives me that vibe. I've never given myself a label like that. I'm just whatever I feel like that day. I got a whole bunch of other hats if you want. Oh my god, if I only had some beer. I am out of beer. I could totally wear this hat. Right? This one hurts my head. Ouch. That one's sharp. Keeps my head warm. Double S. Double S. Do I have a Ran in storage? Ran in waiting room. We have a Ran in the waiting room, guys. Wait. This is my other Ran. In case I wanted to make 2. I can't use this Ran yet. Tin Hat's a good one. It's a little bit crazy. Yeah, let's check summon storage, see if there's a Ran chilling out in there. There's 2 Rans chilling out in there. Shit, yeah. Okay. Let me get those monsters out of my inventory. Transmit. Select all those 2 stars. Get rid of them. What's this? Free stuff. Loki thought the hat was just glued to my head. That's amazing. I don't know how this one was going to look on the green screen. My Mad Hatter hat's not showing up, guys. A steampunk hat. This one's comfy. This one's nice and soft inside. This one's got safety goggles for when I need to go to websites that give me flashbangs. I can't see shit. It's really dark. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Ran. Okay. Sneaky giving me a stretch. You thought I couldn't see it. Ah. Thank you, Beardy. Appreciate the stretch. Okay, let me see. I'm not doing this, guys. I can't see. It's too dark. Wear my sunglasses. Oh. Okay, add bonus stats. You now have 18 attack. And how is your RNL? I still only have an 18. Ran never loses. Okay. What do we consider a real Ran, guys? 85%, 80% crit chance? How fast should we be with our Ran? I mean, I could go stupid fast, but I'm wondering if fast is the play over damage. I do think he needs to be fast, Blackbird, but I'm not sure he needs to be an opener. I mean, Ran style cleaving, if you first pick Ran, you're going to get your ass handed to you, right? Oh, damn good point. Damn good point. Okay, hang on. Let's force Fribbels around this. Hang on. Cancel. So add bonus stats. So he's going to get 16.8 crit chance, right? We'll just put 17 because the game Fribbels sucks with fractions. We're going to lose 18% attack because I'm going to lose this. I'm going to lose this 18% attack. I'm going to gain 17 crit chance. It's just actually I can just get rid of the imprint there and just put in the plus 17 crit chance. Okay, let's try this now. Okay, cancel. Let's see. MCDS. 31,305 without taking gear off anybody is not bad. At 288 speed. Ooh, 290 speed, 31,307. What do you think? 31,307. It's only 81 crit chance though. I can mod 5% crit chance here. So that gets me up to 86% crit. 86. Can't really mod crit anywhere else. I've always felt real Rans were kind of like that 85 to 90 crit chance range. Ooh, 92, but only 385. Hang on, let's see what we can do at 90 crit chance. Filter 97, but that's a little low on crit damage. 287 speed. How about we take it up to 290 speed? Any options there? Ooh, 295 speed at night. Ooh, this is nice. This is nice. His defense break only hits if you crit. You have to have crit if you want a chance to defense break. Is that a change? Did I miss that in the notes? I'm not doubting you. I just don't remember reading that. So I guess I'm kind of doubting you. Yes, it's a change. Mm-hmm. A critical hit. Wow. I glossed right over that. I didn't even mention that in my my review video. Okay, well, 100 it is. Filter. This is a lot worse. MCD. We can do 300 speed at about 8k MCD, or we could do 1,000 more MCD at 290 speed. So about 10% more damage. Okay, let's just, I'm gonna let it chew on this for a few minutes and we'll come back and see what it finds. Ran best on crit chance neck, theoretically. I've got Fribbels is looking at crit chance, crit damage, and attack for the necks. And I'm looking at attack and flat attack for the rings because I have this one ring that's stupid. Right here. 22 speed on flat attack, but it's got 17% attack, so it's actually pretty good. MCD means maximum crit damage. So basically what it's doing is it's taking your crit damage, or it's taking your damage, which is a factor of your attack, and it's multiplying it in this case by 2.6. Or in this case by in this case, it'd multiply it by 1.56, or in this case, it would take by 2.41. So, because that's how crit damage works, is it straight up takes your damage and multiplies it by the crit damage. So, when you're looking at Fribbels, when you see the MCD column, this is the damage that happens if you crit, which will be the same as your damage if you don't crit, or your damage column, because at 100% crit, you always crit. But if you're looking at a unit that is not at 100% crit chance, you'll notice the MCD is... Hang on, let me zoom in a little for you here. Oops. Okay, so like this one, she's got a 30% chance to crit. So what we got is an MCD of... Oops, god damn it. Okay, better. 85% chance to crit. 85% chance to crit. We'll do 4534 damage if it crits. And the 4111 is calculated based on 85% of the hits being crit and 15% of the hits being not crit. This isn't your non-crit damage. This is an average of your damage where 15% of your hits are not crit and 85% of your hits are crit. So that's what this damage column means. That's why almost nobody looks at this column. We almost always build for max crit damage, so we always look at the MCD column. And then there's MCDS. This is maximum crit damage divided by speed. So if you're looking to build a speed DPS unit, you know, if I sort by MCDS, you're going to notice that most of these units are pretty fast units. 267 speed to get a high MCDS, 240 speed, 244, 300. These are my speed DPS units, whereas just MCD, you notice the speed's like 130, 160, 130. These are my nuke units, like, you know, like Fenris, like my triple torrent Arby. But yeah, and EHP, that's effective HP. Effective HP is what you get when you take your HP times your defense. 944 times 9570 equals 39,698. So this is your effective HP. This is basically your tankiness, your bulkiness. And then, of course, there's DMGH and DMGD. This is damage for an HP scaler, damage for a defense scaler. It's got all kinds of different things in here. Does the BP change your selector tier list video? What's the BP, its brand? BP battle pass? No. Balance patch. Oh my god, does the balance patch change my tier list video? That's a good point. I should redo. No, it's not your fault. I've had a day and a half. Like a lot of days. A lot of days. Today's been rough. Blood pressure, for real. All right. Ran's getting a buff. I think Ran might move up to solid units. I don't think I would put him in everybody wants some, though. Because he is a speed, aggro, cleave, aggro style play, which is still pretty niche. But I think even slower Rans might be decent DPS now. I don't know. I'm leaning towards leaving him where he's at, but he might become a solid unit. APOC Robbie. APOC's not selectable. Who else? Who else was on the balance patch that we need to think about? Zio's an ML, Architect's an ML, APOC's an ML. Oh, I can just go to the top here. Zahawk. No, it doesn't change my tier list. The units are being given niche jobs, are being made better, but it's just Zahawk and Ran, and I don't think I'm going to change where they are on the list. It's possible Ran might move up, but that's about it. It just depends on your gear and your style of play. I mean, Ran's not an easy unit to build. Okay, we got our results. MCDS. Ooh, 295. Do we have any 300s? We don't have any 300s, guys. MCD by speed. So there's this one. And then just MCD. There's this one. Save. And MCDS. Ooh, I like that. Save this. Heroes. Ran. Options. Remove this. Okay, guys. Here are our three options. We got 290, 295, and 299 speed. And we're going from 9100 MCD to 8900 MCD to 8100 MCD. This is a pretty fierce drop. I'm leaning towards this middle one, although he is fragile. He's a fragile little flower, but 295, and I'm preserving most of the damage. Yeah, I think I like this one. Yeah, I agree, Kylon. I'm thinking the 295 might be it. Who does it take gear from, though? Nobody of consequence. And can we mod anything? I can get one more crit damage here. One more attack here. And that's really it. There's no real room to mod. This is kind of what it is. One more crit damage would take him up to 280 crit damage, which would make my OCD feel a little better. Okay. So... Ran. Let's get you ready, buddy. This is my fast Ran. He takes his shirt off so he can move faster. The other Ran in storage has his shirt on. He's the slower Ran. That's how I remembered him when I was doing RTA. Is like the one without his shirt's built for speed, less drag, less wind resistance. Poor sea loser Charles. Don't worry about strays, guys. That's the fast strays that I pretty much never use. Let's see. Narwhal. Says. This piece right here is garbage. Holy shit, this is bad. Surely we can do better than that. Why am I not seeing this piece? 17. What the deuce? It's attack, it's speed, it's attack, it's speed. Attack, speed. Oh, very good game. We gave it to Zahawk. Very good. Why is it showing me a Zahawk piece? We geared Zahawk. Hang on. Stupid Fribbels. What did we do wrong? Zahawk is wearing... Okay. We gave the wrong piece to Zahawk. Okay. Just take that off of him and... $23. It's gonna be hard to replace my Watcher. Does my Ran have imprints? Yeah, he's triple S, Rex. Watcher. That one. Okay. He's ready to go. Yeah, that's why he's at 84% crit, because he's going to get 16% crit chance So he'll look exactly like this, but with 100% crit chance when the patch hits. Not really a real Ran would look like this with 10, 15 more speed, but and I can do that, but I think the ages of real Rans are kind of behind, and I'm not willing to tear down other units to make it happen. But I think 295 on him will be enough. I'm not going to race with this guy. I think Ran is now more of a sub DPS or an aggro unit. I don't think you're going to draft the way I'm going to play him. I'm not going to draft him where I'm racing. He's not going to be like a first pick. Yeah, he's getting an imprint change. It's going from attack to crit chance. So when you build him, imagine if you've got triple S, imagine you got 16.8 crit chance coming your way. If you're using Fribbels to build him, you want to go into the add bonus stats, turn his imprint off, and then just manually add 17 crit chance over here. So I guess technically he's going to be at 99.8. I got a 0.2% chance of failure. Shit happens. Yes, exactly, Kylon. Exactly. That's my thought too. I think if you first pick him, you're just going to get run over. He's going to be one of those, you better ban this guy, he's going to ruin you 4 or 5 picks. Okay, so Ran is done. Now we got to fix Zahawk because he was wearing the wrong piece of gear. Okay, I'm looking for a 27 crit damage piece. Crit damage, speed. Hack. This? No. What's going on? Oh, it's a pen piece. Wait a minute. This isn't... Oh, god damn it. We built Zahawk outside of Fribbels. Ah! I could still do this. What if I give Ran this one? We lose the crit damage though. We'll lose 11 crit damage in exchange for a couple speed, and there's nothing else on this piece that he cares about. Can I get 5% crit chance anywhere else? No. Yuck. No. Not really. Until I get tired, turnip. This is some boring shit. But it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Okay, let's put this back for now. Let's fix Zahawk here. I won't stay up super late because tomorrow I've got a big raid and CZN stream. And we'll table E7 for a minute. And the other pen piece is the armor. 25 crit damage, so it's this one. He's wearing it. Good, good, good. And then speed. Is this 17 speeder. Sorry, Ran. Getting your piece stolen. Okay, Cursed. Fair, fair. I've been threatening for a while, haven't I? Let's see. This one is 13, 16. 16 crit damage. Oh shit, that's HP. 16 crit damage, 16, 13, 14. That's the one. And then a helm. 25 attack. Oh, 25% attack. There we go. 13 speed, 11.4. That's it. Oh, it's already on them. Lovely. And then the boots are 23 attack, 2374 flat, 2374. They're already on them. Okay, so heroes. Yep, that's his build. Save it. Back to the drawing board with Uran. Oh, by the way, I'm ranked 1980 in RTA. 6 days left. If I avoid decay, you think I can stay in Warlord? If you're 1980, check it out, right? You're going to love this. You just did your fight, right? You just did your fight like just now to get to 1980 or like within the past 1 hour. Let's assume you just did your fight. Okay? Oh, God damn it. Woo! That's bright. Force dark page. There we go. Okay, so you just did your fight and it is the 8th. Okay, so you're good for 3 days. So 1, 2, 3 on, wait, 8th, 1, 2, 3. Okay, at this time, like 1 hour ago or later, okay, one hour ago, you do, wait a minute, you're 1980. You just want to stay in 1800, right? Oh, this is easy, dude. Okay, on the 10th, you fire up RTA, you match into somebody and you yield. You'll lose 5 points. You'll go down to 1975. And then on the 11th or 12th, you do the same thing. In fact, just to be safe, do it on the 12th. You go in, you match up. As soon as you match somebody, you hit yield. You'll lose 5 more points. You'll go down to 1970, and you're in. It's impossible for you to lose 18. It's impossible for you to lose 180 points in 2 yields. It just doesn't happen. So just don't decay, right? Set an alarm so that on Monday you're going to yield a fight, and on Wednesday you're going to yield a fight, and then you're done with RTA until the end of the season. As long as the other 1,020 people, nope, doesn't matter. We're talking Masters. Masters doesn't have a Masters Challenger Champ. None of that has any caps. Oh, wait a minute. Am I having a moment? No, he said he's got 9th. Do you mean your rank 1980, or do you mean you have 1980 points? If you're rank 1980, no. To stay in Warlord, you're going to have to claw and scrape. The last week's going to be sweaty and huge. Oh, you're rank 1980. What was the bottom line for his comment said he's in Warlord? You know I can't read. What was the cutoff for Warlord last season? I just slipped into Warlord. Like, I just slipped in. I know it's top 3K. I just slipped into Warlord last season. I'm trying to remember what rank I was back then. I don't know. I don't know if 1900 is going to be enough to do it. See, it's a weird season. Nobody's playing, right? Nobody likes the season. So it's not going to be nearly, that top 2000 not going to be nearly as competitive. I know a lot. I normally go into Warlord and I'm not playing. Sue normally goes into Warlord or even Emperor and he's not playing. A lot of the top end people are like voting with their feet that they hate this season and they're not going to participate in it. So maybe it'll be easier for you to hold it with 1980. Maybe. Just kind of got to see how it goes. Yeah, just keep an eye on it. Just do one fight every couple of days, or every 3 days to maintain, and and watch how you're moving. Man, Twitch is doing weird things. It keeps telling me connecting to chat over and over. I've been welcomed to the chat room a dozen times. Wow. So no Ahmed, huh? Okay. Any thoughts on green Laika usage with Saria artifact after patch? You can try it. Laika's hard to gear. You got to be willing to dedicate that level of gear to her. Do I have the push power? Fuck it. Oh my God. Game, you're killing me. I think I can still do this. Wait a minute. Where is she? Okay. I don't care about free run. So far, you've not done anything scary. That's kind of scary. See, I should have done A-lots on 3, and then I could have messed around down here, but this is fine. Ooh, clever. Clever. Think we're okay, though. Think we're okay. Should have gotten rid of this Amiki. It's okay. He needed a speed threat, and he had banned all the other ones. Loop. Hey, you take care, Hurt Turnip. Thanks for hanging out with me. Keep me company. Blammo! Oh, shit. How did she push up? Ow! You suck. Oh, our own passive. I rarely let her through on a fight, so, you know. Cannot escape my sword again. If you touch her, she pushes up. Forgot. Blammo. Pop. Ow. Ow. Pop. Oh my god, this unit is so dumb. This unit is so stupid. What were you thinking, Smilegate? What were you thinking? Oh well. I can't get sucked into arena. I've got to finish doing the boring shit. Okay, what do we got for Ran now? Unfortunate. Okay, we still got this one. Oh, hello. That's not terrible, right? Oh, God. No, that sucks. Oh. Do we really not have any other ring options other than this knockwall ring for high speed? What would this be? This is, if you have a second Uber's tooth, that strays text meant to deal with free Ren. Yeah, but if I take him off of Symbol of Unity, I can't draft him into Setsugas, and I really like drafting him into Setsugas. He works really well there. Okay, so this one is no longer an option. So we have got... Ugh. Okay, chat, what do you guys think? We got 9100 MCD, 8500 91. It's just a straight up 5% loss with each step up in speed. 297, 299. Can I do anything about that effectiveness? No, that's locked in. The effectiveness is just trapped on him, unfortunately. Bunch of wasted stats. I don't know if 81. I don't know if 32 250 is enough to kill, to do any kind of damage. Okay. I think what we got to do is we got to give him Zahawk's ring back and then redo Zahawk. I think that's the option. I think that's where we got to go. Because the build was just too heckin' good with this ring. $260, 4K 350, and cancel, and we're putting you on portrait. My Zahawk didn't have any imprints, did he? Oh, he has a B imprint. I'll find something. Oh my god. Not Rip Zahawk. We couldn't get the right build on Ran, but Zahawk is a lot more flexible, right? He's got that huge crit chance sink. Like, he might be able to use that shitty knockwall ring and work out okay. But this Ran is too damn sexy. You take care, Beardy. Thanks for hanging. Is the RTA gold, or it's masters and higher, you decay every 3 days, and gold and below you decay, I think, every 5 or 10 days. They changed it because what people would do is they would farm right up to the edge of gold, and then they would hang out at 1 win away from masters. And then there was such a feeding frenzy the last day that it wasn't fun for anybody. So they's like, you can't just sit there at the edge of masters all 12 weeks and then on the last day do 1 fight and be in. You know, they're gonna make people actually play at least once a week to maintain their rank. Currently lost on what to do in the game right now. Almost 2 months in the game. Story done. Teams are set for almost everything. Abyss done except for challenge floors. Just lacking competitive gear for RTA. Yeah, it's a big leap. You should look at getting yourself into a guild that specializes in training people for RTA, has got Discord rooms where you can sit in the rooms and chat with people and have them help you gear and coach you into RTA, because, you know, even at the lower end, right, just going for masters, just going for challenger can be fun, and having that kind of camaraderie helps out. But yeah, that was a lot. You went pretty freaking hardcore. It's also okay to put the game into maintenance mode and just keep farming gear, rolling gear, farming gear, rolling gear until you got enough gear to be competitive, you know, like towards the end of next season. Just spend a couple of months playing CZN, playing Raid, playing Etheria, playing whatever game catches your fancy, and make this a bit of a side game where you're just farming gear to, you know, build up for the future. Let me see. Range, simple selection, sell. Wow, is this some beautiful garbage? 34 equipment score. Tragic. Range acquisition, hide equipped, hide max leveled. Okay. So we've got speed check. Oh no, that's not good. That's not good at all, guys. It found no results. Those boots were critical. What if I do 45? And what if I really like the 260? Now that I've had a taste of the 260. Oh, whoa. No. It's pen set. It's pen set, guys. That's from the last thing I built is all. Okay, fine. 255. Start. Okay. Oh shit, we double tapped it. Korea! So close. So close. Usable on light 10A. It's a little slow for, but I guess, yeah, it is theoretically usable. Why did I just level this piece of garbage? Good job, Tristen. Way to pay attention. Ew. Too low, too low, too low. Been farming gears, charms. I currently have 580 pieces. Been hoarding since I still can't really differentiate good and bad. Been using MLK Bad Cat Armin, Destina, and a flex spot in RTA so far. That's an eclectic team. So you're going high-end casino on your enemy. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I've got currently on my account, I have got clear all 2,811 pieces of gear that are maxed out. I've got 1,847 level 90 pieces of gear. It starts to stack up. 500 pieces of gear, I think, is about where you're starting to get ready to be able to dip your toe into RTA. 580 pieces of gear, you're going to have enough gear to gear out, you know, a handful of units that you'll be able to take and start climbing an RTA. It's probably enough to get your skin. I do know people that do paid coaching. If you're interested in that, you can shoot me a DM in Discord and I can hook you up with people to discuss rates and coaching if you want somebody to help guide you through RTA. But every single coach is going to say the same thing. They're going to say, I need to see the history of what you've done so far. I need to see at least like 200 fights, wins and losses, so that I can see your play style and be able to help guide you into how to make it better. You don't want to go and say like, hey, I'm ready to start RTA. I don't have any units built and I've never done a single fight. You're going to waste so much money on a coach. You know, you really need to dive into the pool, learn you to swim a little bit, and then reach out to somebody who can help guide you into the style that you're clearly gravitating towards. Man, I just keep missing speed like crazy. Or if you get into a good RTA guild, your guild mates should do that for you for free. I just wanted to come and speak before hopefully everyone has had a wonderful day. May the Lord be with you and good night. Good night, Robert. Thanks for the well wishes, buddy. Have a good rest. Enjoy checking out that Sirmia that lives behind our eyelids. Oh, Korea! Korea! Korea, baby. Wow. Is that not the worst thing you guys have ever seen? That's 4-2-2-2. Oh my god, that's terrible. Who even uses this shit? Well, the Korea strategy worked, kinda. Yo, 5 speed, baby, 5 speed. 5 speed. You don't see it very often, do you? 5 speed. Oh, yeah. Show me, baby. Show me. It be like that sometimes. Man, I'm effectiveness seeded today. Exactly what you want on your torrent weapon. Ew. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It could theoretically still be a 21. And now it's garbage. Show me a big roll into crit chance. Okay, we're done. This is not good. Damn it. Double fours. It was double fours, just not into speed. Okay, this could actually have some uses. As long as it rolls all in the middle. Okay, we're going to give it one more because that's a high roll. And we're done. Hey, you're welcome, Beastie. Thanks for hanging out with me. The gear, everyone in my guild is getting 25 and 26 and 27 speeders, and they're like, the gates are open, Tristen, go roll gear. I'm like, man, it's gates have not been open for me at least. All we're doing is rolling low. See what I mean? It's another quad speed and it's only a fucking 19. Ugh. On a flat defense neck, too. Hey, look, a 4 speed. They do exist. Ooh, an arena weapon. How'd I miss this bad boy? Let's go. I don't think I want to roll this anymore. All into defense and ER. All into defense and ER. All into... It's okay. We can mod this into something else. One more. ER. Defense. ER. Ooh. Little low, but okay. Defense. Defense ER. Defense. Fuck you, game. Killing me. Nope. Ooh, this could be really good. Really good. Except it rolled twice into effectiveness, and now it's trash. If the crit chance was higher, I might just say mod the effectiveness, but no, I'm moving on. I deserve better than that piece. Do I think Yulha needs at least 100 effectiveness? I can't pre-build her. I've got rules on that. But we can go analyze it here. Wait, this is the balance patch. Where's Yulha's information? Oh my god, it's only in the YouTube. Sexy nurse Yulha. Goes all debuffs from an ally, recovering health, synchronization, combat readiness, dead health. Why? Same effect, apply synchronization. Start out. Vaccine enemy with a 75% bleed. No. Why would you want any effectiveness on her at all, except to like, if you, I guess if you want to use the bleeds to be a DPS, but I don't, I think like the same kind of effectiveness you'd want like maybe on Mediator Queric, right? Maybe 50 to 60 would be plenty. I think 100 would be overkill.
Skill.
I mean, the bleeds let her be a good sub DPS, right?
Will revitalize the fallen.
Eternal.
Who are the people that you're wanting to bleed with her? You're wanting to use her bleeds to go through pop damage. Yeah, 100 would be nice, but I think her self imprints effectiveness too. Okay, yeah, even that. Yeah. Here's, hang on. Let me be disappointed at this real quick. Okay, good. Got one more disappointment. Do people actually build free run with ER? I hear people talk about it, and I think it's just like they're saying it to scare control players, but nobody actually really does it. So this is my hand guy, and I think this is kind of about the effectiveness you want on him. You just have to pick and choose where you're going to stick it. 50, 60-ish effectiveness should stick a debuff on most things. But if you're going to go with a counter version of her, and you're really wanting to rely on the bleed, you're really wanting to make her a big time sub DPS instead of using her to facilitate the rest of your team, I think it all depends, right? It's like people saying, do you go really high defense or do you put some HP on your boss Arrunka? Well, it depends how you're going to play her. Is she going to be a sub DPS or is she just going to exist to facilitate the rest of your team? I think you only care about speed and HP on her if she's going to be a facilitator, a team facilitator. I think a better example actually would be Empyrean Ilanov, right? Are you building this Ilanov? Or are you building this Ilanov? Are you going to make her a sub DPS? Or are you just going to make her somebody that keeps the rest of your team alive and does things? I was impressed with her bleed damage in the video. Yep, especially with warfare rules, too. Could maybe make some stuff happen there. A lot of us were really impressed with Ilanov's damage in the video, too. And then we found protection set on her was just fucking insane and let the rest of our teams do things. There are still places where I draft this Ilanov over this Ilanov. I reach for this one like maybe 75, 80% of the time, but I still reach for this one. I think if you're wanting to have her be a sub DPS, if you're impressed with the damage Majin Ken, then yeah, I would build probably 75 to 100 effectiveness on her. But if you're wanting her to be a facilitator of your team, I think you can just straight up go speed HP and make her damn near unkillable. Slap proof on her and run people over. Play style dependent. I guess my answer to your question is maybe. Man. Ouch. Freaking lost my ass on the Palladia fight. Okay, guys, who are we all in on? Fleet, Firefly, Palladia, Necrophilia. I think I'm all in on Fleet. I'm a big fan of the underdogs, guys. Palladia and Neko. I don't know, man. Neko surely got this. I just Neko and Palladia for real. The ratio is so insane, right? It's a 1.2 to 1, so I'll get 120 coins back. But here I would get 1,000 coins back. Minus 200. You guys can be all I told you so later. I'm betting on the dog with a limp. What do I use these coins on? Trash, 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 trash. Not trash, random. I don't really care about these, do I? I guess it's a chance to get an ML5. Okay. Something good. How come I don't have all the rewards yet? Because none of these are worth getting for me. I don't need any more 4-star heroes. I don't need any more 4-star artifacts. And let's be real, that's what you're going to get is a 4-star hero and a 4-star artifact. I don't ever need catalysts. I've got hundreds of thousands of AP, so I don't need any of this. I don't need this because I farm Eulogy for Saint. I have hundreds of thousands of stigma to buy these. I don't need these because I farm Eulogy for a Saint, so I've got plenty of gear powder. I don't need these because I'm in an active guild and I donate. So I bought everything that I want. Only buy the things that you need that are good for your account. If you're a relatively new account, these are very high value. I've got 670 of these boxes and 100,000 AP. I've got enough catalysts for the next 10,000 units, so I don't need these. But a new player, they need these. These are one of the biggest roadblocks for new players is catalysts. So, yeah. Anyway, something good. Boo. Boo. God, I got the worst rewards. Ugh. I got the gold twice. A lesser equipment charm. God, I got all the worst shit. Sag. Do I think the new Ran needs high effectiveness? I do not. Yo, Sparky. Thank you for the biddies, man. That's huge. Thank you so much. Just want to make sure they didn't change this. Yeah. Soul burn, ignore ZR. I think where it matters, you soul burn it. They didn't change this. So this is how much I think he needs effectiveness. But if you're going to go with a slower damage one, you're going to make him part of an aggro team, which I might make a second Ran, a slower damage Ran. How many years will this take? Specificity sign out. What do you mean? I pulled Dragonbright Senya off pity on Moonlight Summon. Congrats, man. She's really good. Especially with, if you're able to pull off getting Sexy Nurse Yulha, Dragonbright Senya and her are going to be wild together. I've been playing the game since December 27th, 2018. What's this? I will see your ridiculousness and I will raise you. Where's that screenshot? I got it here somewhere. Maybe it's in my Canva folder. Where did it go? What you're seeing on the screen is not photoshopped. This is real. Yeah. Money means different things to different people. So, yeah. Oh, to have money, right? Yeah, that's a serious oiler there. I wonder how much they all cost. I heard it was 5 digits. Hey, if you guys are feeling bad about your gear and how it's rolled, I can give you this solace. Where did it go? As bad as your gear rolled today, as much as you aren't getting the speed rolls you want, at least this didn't happen to you. Just let that sink in for a minute. Right? Right? Shakespeare couldn't write tragedy this sad. I don't think I could play the game anymore if that happened to me. I mean, I'd love to have that boot. Who would you put it on? I guess maybe you could put this on Ran or on Genesis Ross, maybe? Is there anybody else you could think of that would use this boot? Yeah, can you imagine if your 1 out of 5 if your 1 out of 5 badge was this? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Genesis Ross, I think, is probably about the only I could think of that would use this boot. Bellion? I don't think so. Bellion, you either want her to be really fast or you don't care about speed. BBK, I don't think you ever care about... Well, maybe. No, you're going to put an HP main boot on BBK? Ken. Nice, Ken. If it was attack main, then it'd have places, right? Attack main, you could do some shit with it. I've got a beautiful speed sub attack main boot. I mean, look at this beauty. That's fucking great. Last Rider Crow isn't going to care about attack or crit damage. I guess you could mod this to defense, but still, it just makes the crit chance and crit damage totally wasted stats. It's like, feels kind of weird on him. It's just, yeah. I mean, you really got to struggle to like see the silver lining of it. His best bet is probably Genesis Ross, and when he messaged me, I think that's who he said he's going to put it on. Because having your Genesis Ross in the 170, 180 speed range is really, really nice. And if you can pull that off without speed boots, means you can get much higher on your HP. A Tywin, not a real unit. ML Ilanov doesn't care about the speed. Apoc Ravi doesn't really care about the speed that much. But possibly Apoc. Oh shit. All this time Zahawk's been cooking. What do we find? You know, we went from 260 to 259. That's not bad, guys. That's not bad at all. What else do we have? Do we have any 260s? No, 259 is it. This one's cleaner and it doesn't take Rylet's neck. Okay, this is fine, guys. It's the exact same build as before, but one speed slower. I told you, Zahawk is easier than Ran to build. This is gorgeous. Okay, mighty Zahawk. Let's get you in pants here. Speed ring. 14 speed, 13 speed, 13, 4. Oh, there it is. Landy's ring. And this one is damage, 12 speed, 12 speed, 12 speed. The deuce. Oh, it's pen. Are the buffs out already? No, they're 2 weeks away. Well, a week and a half away. But I was gearing anyway, so I figured I'd get a couple of people ready for it. Anything that I can do to get that last speed? No. Silly to even think. That's okay. 259 is fine. It's not 260, but it's fine. It's fine. This is fine. Okay, equip that one up. Heroes. I'm running out of steam, guys, and I want to be able to stream Etheria. That's how out of steam I am. CZN and Raid tomorrow. I got a big summon session. I'm finally going to get Leonardo tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm not ready to gear APOC yet because I'm not sure she's going to be that good. But everybody else, I've got my core units geared, I think. Everybody else is like ancillary characters here. I'm really happy with how this Bellion turned out. I think it's a pretty sexy Bellion, don't you guys? Lidica, I know. I feel so bad for poor Lidica. Here you go, Lidica. God. Oh, it's so bad. My Lidica used to be freaking 312 or 317 speed. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. She's just not playable right now. Yeah, he just hits really heckin' hard and he penetrates with accuracy. He doesn't have defense pen though. Yeah, here, I think I've got a picture of her. Oh, no. It was, no, this must be an older one. This is the one that I ran last season. She was only 309 last season, but I swear I had her at 317. Maybe I'm smoking that good stuff. Let's see. No, I guess I never had her at 317. Never mind. 309. She was fun for 15 minutes. Ooh. Aww. I still use my Lidica 305 Guild War. Yeah, it's not that she's unusable. It's just she's not the unstoppable juggernaut that she used to be. Ugh, complete Spirit Altar, please. Oh shit, my Sigrid's missing gear. This is going to be difficult. Yeah, see, that's the hard part, right, Shanito, is if you aren't going to use her in RTA, it's hard to justify that level of gear on her unless you just don't play RTA and you're, you know, enjoying using her in Guild Wars and stuff like that. I wonder if Ravi can survive Stray's S3 now. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, it's entirely possible I'll be taking... She's doing this without a freaking ring on, I think. It's possible I will be doing... I'll be taking Wukong's gear off and putting it onto Ravi and just using her as an anti-strays foil. Good job, Sigrid. Very good. I could have pitied Briar like I wanted to Ursuline, just praying MLU is as good as we expect. I don't see how she couldn't be, man. Her kit looks... And it's future-proof too, right? As long as there's units who can enjoy having their speed or HP doubled, she's going to be busted. Get him, Sigrid! Boo. Yuck. Could be good. Or not. Very good game. Very good. All you ever did was break my heart. I have Boss Arrunka as my tank in Wyvern now. Still very fast clears. Just don't have to worry about any debuffs or... Yeah. Arrunka is amazing there. Need to get rid of her and then put this one. Friendship 7. Friendship 2 is this one. And you can go out and be replaced by... Oh, and you freaking need to have your artifact back. We're not killing shit. We keep forgetting to put Song of Stars back on Furious. You guys really think Song of Stars is going to become a PvP artifact? Alright, Friendship 10. No. Oh, as long as it's 100%, doesn't matter what you do. I just know that I can rotate people out and friendship farm them, and the free run girls still need to be friendship farmed, and Furious and Sigrid can kill this all by themselves as long as the frontline unit can survive. Do y'all remember the days when Kitty Clarissa was everywhere? I remember when I pulled Kitty Clarissa and I was so mad about it. I was like, because I wanted Assassin Kali. She was the tits back then. And Kitty Clarissa popped out, and I freaking nerd raged about it like you wouldn't believe. And within a month, she became my favorite unit. I was using her in RTA. I was clearing Abyss floors with her. I was using her everywhere. I've never been so wrong about a unit as I was about Kitty Clarissa. Ooh, shiny. Okay. Do not disappoint me. Rats. You want to hear something messed up about Kitty Clarissa, babes? Have you ever read her lore? Do you know the story of Kitty Clarissa? What do these shiny equipment mean? If they're shiny, it just means their gear score is, I think, over... Their starting gear score is over 32 or 33. Which means they have a really, really high gear score. Really high starting gear score. God damn with the effectiveness rolls today. And of course, the blue shinies means they're otherworldly, which means that all otherworldly means is that the rolls can only be maximum or one below maximum, except for speed. Speed can be 4, 3, 5, 4, or 3. It is. Some people don't think this stuff can roll 5s, but it can. It's not max base, Pepito, but it's really high. It just means it's got a very high starting gear score. Kitty Clarissa, you guys are gonna love this. Oh wait, I think it's in her journal. The Holy Order of the Blue Cross requested that Rangar find a way to calm Clarissa down. Instead, the researchers focused on how cats can still be loved after wreaking havoc. Then they turned her into a cat to eliminate everyone's complaints about her violence. They straight up said, Clarissa is too freaking psycho, we need to calm her down. And they said, you know what? Cats are assholes and people still love cats, so they turned her into a cat. I want this side story. I want this side story. I want to find out, because we've seen her in human form later, so somehow she got herself turned back from cat back into human. I want the side story where they turn her into a cat against her will. And then she has to find a way to turn herself back. It's the darkest freaking story in E7, really, if you think about it. Oh, good. The defense is starting to climb back up again. Oh, shit. What's wrong with you? Oh, shit. Oh, that's right. I moved your gear, and I moved it onto you. Full Metal Alchemist vibes? Yeah, you're not wrong. This one. This one. Darker than what Tenebria did. Oh, what Tenebria did to Ravi? Ooh, you know what? It's more fucked up, but yeah. That one's pretty heckin' dark. What did Tenny do to Ravi? Tene, like, works through nightmares, and she got into Fire Ravi's head when Fire Ravi was a child, and she thought it would be really, really funny to make Ravi hallucinate that her parents were actually demons. So Ravi woke up, saw her parents, and like, what's wrong, Ravi? What's wrong? And Ravi grabbed her axe and murdered her parents when she was a child, thinking they were demons. And then because Tenebria thought it would be funny, she dispelled the illusion and let Tenebria see what she did. And Tenebria had a psychotic break. Like phone went off the hook and she went all catatonic. And then Fire Ravi got upset because Tenebria got upset because she broke her toy. And she couldn't stand her toy being broken, so she grabbed Fire Ravi, scooped her up, and took her and stuffed her into the homunculus tanks and wiped her brain, and then reprogrammed her to think that she was madly in love with Tenebria. So she brainwashed her into being in love with Tenebria, and that's when Fire Ravi kind of became, the toady of Tenebria and did everything. And Tenebria was like, hey, Fire Ravi, go kill these people. Hey, Fire Ravi, go kill these people. And then when she kind of got bored of making the person she convinced them to kill her parents, and then decided it would be funny to make her fall in love with her, the person who tricked her into killing her parents. And once that story got a little old and she kind of got bored with it, she is fighting Ross and the good guys on the parapets in was it Rangar, or anyway, somewhere in Britannia, and she's in this perfectly escapable situation. Azera, thank you. And instead of just escaping and fleeing, she goes, actually, Ravi, go sacrifice yourself to cover my escape. And then she opens up a portal to escape, but instead she stays behind to watch Ravi get slaughtered by the good guys, covering her escape. And then she steps through the portal and commented about how funny it was to make this person murder her parents, realize it was her that made her murder her parents, get so enraged at her that she totally broke mentally, and then to reprogram her into being in love with her, and then to throw her life away, covering her escape when she didn't even really need it. How fun! And then she left. That's Spectre Tenebria for you guys. When they said which of the Mir Tenebria is the most evil person in the game, they weren't fucking around. She did some dark shit. And, they kind of gave Apocalypse Ravi, gave Ravi a little bit of catharsis with Apocalypse Ravi by making her a strong, empowered, war goddess to kind of make up for the fact that they shit on Fire Ravi so hard. I didn't know E7 was that deep. It's got some freaking brutal stuff in it, man. In fact, I did a whole ass video. The brutal story of Epic 7. You want a fun watch? Check that out. It's a year old, but this was a lot of fun putting this together. Nope. I hope you enjoy that. I threw a rock at my computer screen in that video. A real rock. This rock. No. God, these teams all suck. Why are the teams getting harder? Didn't Senya have a messed up story as well? Mort wanted a challenge. Mort never found anybody who could give him a challenge. Mort's zest, Mort's dream was to fight somebody so good that they killed him. Mort really wanted that. Mort eventually went to sleep, went hibernation level sleep, and told people, only wake me up if there's a challenge worthy of me. And if you wake me up and the challenge isn't worthy of me, I will freaking kill you and then go back to bed. So, before he went to sleep, when he was seeking out challenges, when he killed Uberus and Ragnar, when he killed all these high-end dragons, the one person who was very close to Mort, good enough that would give him a good fight, was Alencia. And Alencia knew Mort was better, but Alencia still, wouldn't fight him. She's like, why bother? You're going to win. You're stronger than me. He's like, but you're the strongest dragon. Give me a good fight. She goes, I don't want to fight you if I'm just going to lose, and you just go get your jollies fighting someone else. It always pissed him off. He knew that Alencia had, he kind of overheard or saw or what have you, found out that Alencia had kind of gotten in good with the Senya girl from the village, young Senya, and that she was a friend. So he basically burned the entire village to the ground and, kind of framed Senya, or and if you really think about it, Alencia did cause it. If Alencia had just fought Mort, he'd have gotten his hate boner satisfied there, but instead he like murders Senya's whole village, burns it down, and Alencia goes and rescues her, but she's only able to rescue Senya, and Senya's like, you should have just let me die. My mom, my family, my friends, they're all dead, and it's all because of you. And that's when Senya starts hating Alencia. And she goes to Mort to be trained so that she can be strong enough to kill Alencia. And Mort's like, sure, I'll train you. And he doesn't really care if Senya wants, he doesn't really care if Senya wants to, or he doesn't really care about Senya at all. He just wants to do all of this to piss Alencia off enough that Alencia will freaking fight him. And, I think eventually she does at some point, and she loses. But yeah, that's why there's a beautiful scene where when they do eventually wake Mort up because a real challenger has come, where it's Ross, and that's how Ross gets the dragons on his side. Is he promises to give Mort something he's never had, and Mort's like, "What could you possibly give me?" And Ross is like, "I'll kill you." And Mort's like, "Interesting." He gets all on board with it. And it's spoilers, but in the scene where Mort fights Ross. Is this the one? No. You'll have to watch the video to see it, but in the scene where Ross is lunging at Mort with his sword, for an instant, Ross changes into Senya, and Mort sees it's Senya that's killing him, which is very cool, I thought. But yeah, Senya and Alencia's story is like Shakespearean level tragedy. It's just Mort manipulated the fuck out of them. And I've always wondered how different it would have been if Alencia had just said, you know what, fine. I'll fight you, Mort. Then Senya's mom would still be alive, and we'd maybe have her as a unit, and that would be sexy. Euphine a weird one, right? Euphine is Luna's half-sister. Luna is half-dragon. Euphine is full dragon. And, Euphine, it's funny, Alencia chose to be, Alencia is Euphine's aunt, and she's Luna's half-aunt. And, Alencia decided she wanted to be small and cute and turned herself into a young girl, even though she's an ancient dragon. And Euphine, even though she is a very young juvenile dragon, she turned into a human. Or sorry, she turned into a human, and she turned into the humans that were around her because she wanted to be a grown-up like everyone else. So she turned herself into an adult human. But then because she's a kid and she's kind of ditzy, she forgot how to turn back into a dragon. So she was stuck in human form for a really long time. I think you have to get like deep into chapter 5 before she remembers how to turn into a dragon again. So yeah, the duality of Luna and Alencia is one's an elderly dragon pretending to be a child, and the other's a child dragon pretending to be an adult. Don't think about it too hard, or the FBI will come knocking on your doors. it's got some really good lore. It really does. So I'm really interested to see where chapter 5 goes, right? Because you know, the Celestial War, the Chandra prophecies that talk about Ross fighting Nilhelm and the being a warrior of destiny. I mean, there's it's loaded with tropes, but it's not as formulaic as like episode 4 was. Episode 4 was god awful, and Nadalon High is frustrating, but chapter 5, they hinted about the Prima shards and taking us back into the Celestial War, and I'm really hoping that's where we go with episode 6, and or 7, I guess. Technically 6 was a prequel. I'm curious to see how they're going to handle, if they're going to take us off world or what they're going to do with it. The ML chick they released tortured Euphine. Yep. Yeah, the parallel universes are very cool. Yeah, it had some really good chapters or characters. For those of you who didn't read chapter 4, I'll sum it up for you real quick. This is the lore of chapter 4, okay? My best friend's girlfriend won't sleep with me, and that makes me mad, so I'm going to have her sacrificed to an elder god. Maybe I overreacted. Okay, I'm going to kill myself slowly in a way that brings her back to life because I feel bad. Also, there's furries and racism. The end. Oh yeah, and Auden grabs Teu by the hand and wanders into the woods and says, "What are you doing, step bro?" I think that was in there somewhere too. That's pretty much it. I'm oversimplifying it a little bit, guys, but it's not too far off, right? Does Nilgal have a human form, or is he just part of the Archdemon's forces? He's just part of the Archdemon's forces. The only one of the Asmanis that we know has a human form is Vera. We don't know if the other ones were able to go human or not. Some of them are more humanoid, right? Legendary hero Asmanium is very humanoid, just as a bug head, right? Yeah, legendary hero Asmanum. Oh my god, why are you not opening? This guy, you know, is more humanoid, still very bug-like, but more humanoid than the others. Oh my god, yeah. I thought it was ML Bologna when I first saw her, right? She kind of has an ML Bologna look to her. For those of you who don't know who that is, a friend of mine in my guild was like, he said, where'd your image go? Friend of mine in my guild's like, who is this? Oh my god, she is hot. And I was like, that's Vera. He went, you're kidding me. I said, nope. He goes, oh my god, I'm down bad for a worm. I don't like this team. Can we control this? Can we control this? If we are lucky, we can control this. Let's try it. Would you still love me if I turned into a worm? Shit! Fast Harsetti. It's okay. As long as she's not on Abyssal Crown, we'll still win. Welp. Okay. We'll make this work. Pop. Go to sleep. Stay asleep. Pop. More burns for you. Whoosh. Pop. Crown of Heckin' Glory. No. My debuffs. Poor Ray. Can't wait to face an 80k ML Senya, right? Shit. Stunned. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am getting none of the RNG and he is getting all of the RNG. Shit, he did it again. Oh, you know what? The game has just decided I don't get to win this fight. So you know what? We're going to let him have this one. That sucked. It's what I get for thinking I could try something fun in Arena right now. There's nothing fun about Arena. I am really looking forward to the new units fixing Arena. Hey, I got my slate. Bit of RNG on that team? Yeah, for him. Normally there's not. I mean, I should never have taken it into a Harsetti, right? I took it into a Harsetti who was faster than me, who was on Abyssal with high effectiveness, was kind of doomed. I'm just spamming I'm just quick battling everything, man. Not enough hours in the day to fight these teams. My quick battles got about an 80% win rate. Yeah. Just quick battle everything.
You be careful.
That was just normal Arena. I'll do one RTA fight for you guys, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Get some sleep, and then we can do some CZN and some raid tomorrow. I like the profile card. Luna, huh? Must be wanting to pick Setska. It's not for a few weeks yet. 19th, I believe. Yeah, there she is. Told you he was wanting to play her. I finally got a Zero System level 7 quest. It's hard to get used to nightmare mode. Those words are all English and I didn't understand any of them. I don't care about that. Go ahead, pick Abyssal Euphine so I can not care about that too. Oh no, Volcanics, what happened? Oh my god. You're a little bit short of getting that, right? They keep taunting us with that. I've seen freaking, what's his name? Fabian's like 3 times now. Ah, fuck. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We can handle this. I can't see Ahmed's legs. There we go. That's better. Yo, Sparky, thanks for the biddies again, bro. I'll take a look at that in just a second. Fuck. She is fast. Okay, I think I'm still fine. I think I'm still going to be able to cut her. Calm yourself down there, Setsuka. This should get my A-lots ahead. You don't stun shit. You get all of this. And then you exploit weak points. And you cannot escape my sword. Get fucked. How can you not love cleaving? It's so fun. It's so satisfying. This is why I don't have Uber's Tooth on Strays. If I had Uber's Tooth on Strays, we couldn't have done that, dude. Couldn't have done that. Love it when Setsuka doesn't work, dude. That Setsuka only had a 30% chance to work. It took all the wind out of that Setsuka's sails. All right, guys. Good way to end it. Making me feel like I know what I'm doing in RTA. Let's find a place to raid you guys into. Thanks for hanging out with me and being chill. I know it wasn't a super exciting evening watching me re-gear some stuff. I'm going to send you guys all over to Sue so you can check him out. He's playing Chaos Zero Nightmare and answering questions. Make sure you guys ask him, how can you possibly play CZN without Commander Lorena? He'll love that. Oh, shit, I didn't look at the link. Hang on, let me see that link. Sorry, Sparky. What are we doing here? That's good gear score. 4K attack. Holy shit on a stick. And on Torrent? Very nuclear, man. I need help fixing it before the patch. The crit chance is killing me. 99. Ain't that always the way? It's what they call legend tier crit chance, man. Legend tier crit chance. I am not so sure that we don't drop like 500, 600, 700 attack to get some more speed on her. That's the direction I went with mine, right? I couldn't do it with Torrent. Having Torrent on her is by far and away the best way to go, but I couldn't do it with Torrent gear. So I just went with speed gear, and I basically did the same thing you did, but I dropped the attack to get the speed up. You're going to hit a lot harder. I know you're looking at the crit damage and saying, oh, you got a lot more crit damage, but you got Torrent, which is a huge damage booster. But see what you can do with crit chance on her as well as Torrent. And remember, she's getting speed scaling, so you can go a lot lower on the damage with the speed making up for it. Until like a week and a half hits and we get a chance to test her, though, we really aren't going to be able to say for sure if the slower nuke build or the faster build is going to be better. But I toyed with several different builds. I started out with something very similar to yours, and then I tried it with crit chance, and then I tried it with speed. It's all mental masturbation until we can get out there and try it. But for real, this is going to hit like a truck. And as long as you're putting her in a team that's going to be able to bridge her up to take a turn, I would be fine with the 99%, man. 1 out of 100 attacks she's going to screw up. This isn't Guild Wars, dude. This is RTA. You'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. All right. Guys, go hang out with Sue. Ask him about Commander Lorena. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody.